Good morning. You're watching PA Harness Week. I'm Sharla McBride. Well, we have a great show for you in store this week, and we're a little bit of world travelers. We're going to Yonkers, we're here at Harrah's, we're going up to Poconos, and we're going out to Indiana. We'll have all the great races for you. Here's what you can expect to see in this next half hour. Coming up, we have 3 big stakes races from Harrah's, Philadelphia, including a matchup between the Queen Bee, Be a Magician, and Father Patrick. Plus, Wiggle It Jiggleit rolls through Indiana, and I'll talk with his driver, Montrell Teague, about the undefeated colt. And want to meet the jockey of American Pharaoh? Well, he's coming to Pocono before he heads to Belmont. We've got the details coming up. All that and much more in this week's show. Racing's fastest paced half hour starts right now on Comcast Sportsnet.
They're off.
Hello there, Kim Asabi, and welcome to PA Harness Week. She's Heather Vitale, I'm Steve Ross, and the two of us even more excited than usual because coming up this Tuesday at Pocono, big doings about a little guy who's going to do big things, hopefully, coming up in the Belmont Stakes. His name?
Victor Espinoza.
Victor Espinoza.
You say it so much better than I do.
Thank you. Jockey extraordinaire. Victor's going to be there. It's a wristband kind of a thing. Show up at Pocono at 1 o'clock. Get the wristband, and then between 3:30 and 5, Victor will be there. He will be signing authorized photos. He'll be there with his Columbo magnifying glass. Goes, this is not a legitimate photo.
Oh my God. If you don't know, he is the jockey of American Pharaoh, he's won the first 2 legs of the Triple Crown.
No, more legs.
Yeah, we love legs
Everything
on this
show's
show,
about
right?
legs,
yes,
right?
yes. It's going to be in the Belmont. He could be the Triple Crown winner in thoroughbred racing. That's amazing, and you get a chance to meet the jockey, get something signed by him. This is like a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
And you got to be there because if he does win the Triple Crown, first time in 37 years, you can be part of it.
Yes, yeah.
It's major stuff, right?
Absolutely.
So be at Pocono on this Tuesday, June 2nd at 1 o'clock. And now we got racing action aplenty. The eyes of the racing world were all on Harrah's, Philadelphia on Sunday. And this was a big trot, the biggest of the big. And Heather's got it for you.
It is called the Maxie Lee Memorial. It goes for $150,000. It's an invite for older trotters. I'm telling you, it's just so star-studded. There's more award winners in here than like Meryl Streep has Academy Awards. Okay, so we've got, first of all, the
astrologers
favorite.
go wild.
It's
on this
crazy.
Right.
Number 3 is the favorite, and that's Be a Magician. She was a 2013 United States overall horse of the year. Then we've got number 5, Father Patrick. He's been a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old United States Trotter of the Year. Market Share, number 4, he's been voted a 3-year-old and an age Trotter of the Year. And then there's number 7, Classic Martine. She was last year's age trotting mare of the year for the entire country. Just a spectacular field.
And Father Patrick and Be a Magician moving out for the lead now. Inside Lindy's True Grit, on the far outside Bourbon Bay. Taken back is DW's New York Yank. Around the first turn they go, and there is 4 across the track. Lindy's True Grit from the inside. Be a Magician. Father Patrick is 3 wide, and Bourbon Bay's caught 4 wide around this turn. DW's New York Yank to the inside 5th. Market Share drops down. 1 better than Milady's Monet. And Classic Martine is the early trailer. The quarter's up in 27-1 towards us for the first time. Be a Magician has the lead, but up on the outside, Father Patrick rolls up and by now, and Father Patrick is cleared. Bourbon Bay's up the challenge, though. Be a Magician's back to the pocket 3rd. Milady's Monet latches on the cover 4th. Lindy's True Grit strapped to the inside 5th. They make their way to the half. DW's New York Yank is 6th to the inside of Market Share, who takes up 3rd over position, and trailing the field, Classic Martine, and she is losing contact with the field here. 55-4 for the half. They race up the bank stretch, and Father Patrick leads it by a full length. Outside, Bourbon Bay's been parked the journey. Inside, Be a Magician tightens down 3rd. Outside, Milady's Monet is 4th, slightly gapped off cover. Lindy's True Grit's looking for racing room. Towards the inside, DW's New York Yank is 6th as they race around the turn. Market Share's got excess cover, and Classic Martine is not traveling all that well at all. 3/4, 124-2. Around the far turn, Father Patrick has the lead, but Be Be a Magician vacates the pocket now. But Ladies Monet's forced down 3 wide. Market Share gains ground from the back. They straighten away for the stretch drive. Father Patrick turns first. His lead is 1.5. Be a Magician's desperately lunging. 3 lengths back to Lindy's True Grit third. Mid-stretch, Father Patrick. Be a Magician can't reach. Father Patrick.
4 horses leave out of there, and then it's Be a Magician. She's the first one to get the front going past the stands, but Father Patrick, he wants the front, doesn't he? And, you know, the Queen Bee, you know, she's ready to sting coming down the lane, but just cannot get there. Father Patrick, too powerful in this one. I know. He ends up getting a 4-year-old male trotter track record in 152-1. Be a Magician settled for second. Lindy's True Grit was third. Oh, just a note, you know, Father Patrick, this was his 2015 debut.
Right.
The first race of the entire year. Now, he qualified 3 times to get ready for it. He also has been very busy in the breeding shed. Yes, he's been doing stallion duty, so obviously...
He's got it all, this dude, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's liking his stallion duty.
And he's a horse of the
Good
class.
for him, that's right. Happy connections, and we met up with them in the winner's circle thanks to producer Bruce Casella's friend, Dr. Joe Arnone, who Bruce just
conned him into coming.
Somehow got him away on Memorial Day weekend, away from beautiful boats in the marina.
To hold
and
the
said,
microphone.
Come hold a mic for me.
Oh, he sure was ready. You know, all 3 qualifiers were, you know, we dropped a little time each time and got a little faster. And last week I knew, you know, we wanted to get him a race and they wasn't able to, so I treated it as a race. And I went decent fraction to stretch his legs out a little. I knew he was, you know, he was about as ready as he can be. You know, I mean, he's not on peak form yet, but, you know, he's good enough to win today.
He's one of a kind. I mean, it's like I've been saying in the media all 3-year-old season, this is the best horse I've ever been trained, and that's include Moneymaker and a lot of great horses I've been fortunate to be around. But, you know, there's something about this horse. I mean, he's just perfect.
Thanks to the connections of Father Patrick, boy, was he a monster. I don't see him getting beat the rest of the year. If this is his first time out of the chute, how do you beat this horse? Be a Magician was scary good, and Sears said, I can't get this horse at all, no way, not in the lane.
Wow, I am going to take that, what you just said, and file it in my brain, and we'll see what happens.
File it under useless information, because it came from me. Stick around when we come back. We'd like to invite you cordially to stick around for a couple of invitational races. The Betsy Ross and the Jerry Taylor, don't you dare go away.
They straighten away, and Great Vintage slingshots off the turn and takes the lead.
Life. It all comes down to the things you do, the places you see, the people you meet. It's all of the beautiful things, the incredible things, and the spectacular things that makes us feel unexplainable things. Life is going on. All you have to do is choose to live it. Full of life. Mohegan Sun Pocono.
Welcome back to PA Harness Week. The lovely Heather Vitale is right by my side. Me, I'm Steve Ross. Nice to have you guys along. As promised, we're going to get the invitational action here at Harrah's Philly. $1.50 on the line. It was the inaugural running of the Jerry Taylor Invitational. Boy, what a great race. Number 5, Mock It So with Tim Tetrick, was a tepid 5-2 chalk. Number 3, Do Me That Again, 3-1 with Simon for Renee Allard. Number 4, Great Vintage with Dave Miller. And number 8, Modern Legend with James McDonald, both 4-1, and Mike Bozich has the call.
Very good, beginning with Dancing Yankee getting the first call off the wing. Sapphire City takes back nose. Dr. Butch comes through on the inside. Do Me That Again comes away 4th as they round the first turn. Great Vintage comes away 5th. Back to the top where Dancing Yankee seizes the lead. Dr. Butch is right back out of the pocket, though, and Dr. Butch looks to take over. Back to 3rd is Sapphire City. Length and a half to Do Me That Again, who's 4th. One better than Great Vintage at the quarter pole. Mock It So is 6th. Racing in 7th, Clear Vision, and Modern Legend has 9 lengths of work to do. 26-2 for the opening quarter. Towards us for the first time, and Dr. Butch has the lead by a length. Dancing Yankee in the pocket 2nd. Sapphire City racing in 3rd. Do Me That Again now floats first over. Great Vintage is all set to follow comers. They make their way to the half. Mock It So takes up 3rd over position. On the outside, Clear Vision is 4th over. Modern Legend saves ground all the way into 6th now. 55 5-1 for the half. They race up the bank stretch off the 28-4 rated quarter. Dr. Butch has the lead. Dancing Yankee is right there in second. Do Me That Again continues to patiently pursue first over. And now Simon Allard starts to ask the question. Do Me That Again starts to gain ground. Sapphire City on the inside fourth. Great Vintage is latched on the cover fifth. Market So third over, still 6 lengths away. Modern Legend pinned in seventh. Clear Vision trails 3/4, 122-4. And Dr. Butch leads by a half. Do Me That Again's grinding. Here comes Great Vintage now 3 wide. Dancing Yankee on the inside. Market So's gaining 3 wide with cover. They straighten away. And Great Vintage slingshots off the turn and takes the lead. Dr. Butch looking to be game. Outside Market So moving up in between horses. Do Me That Again. Down the stretch they come. Great Vintage. Dancing Yankees free up the inside. Great Vintage wins the Jerry Taylor.
Number 1, Dr. Butch, off at 5-1 with John Campbell, cut the mile before hitting a wall. Great Vintage got a great second over trip, sprang off that live cover and won in 1:15.2. Number 6, Dancing Yankee, 14-1 with Brett Miller left, got a 2-hole trip and finished second. Market So came from far back, but could only close to be third. And now we'll meet the connections of the winning horse.
I looked at the race and I figured the 1 and 2 would be trying to secure position, and if anybody left from the outside, it was going to get real crazy. So, I figured the 3 would take me where I had to go, and it worked out great. The horse did the rest.
Were you worried about Market So in your back?
He made me come a little earlier than I wanted to, but my horse exploded when I asked him. He really paced hard.
Thank you, Dave, and congratulations on the winning drive. And of course, the race name for Jerry Taylor, his son Howard Taylor has become a very prominent owner of a lot of great racehorses. And we caught up with Howard to find out what made this so special, the first running of a race named for his dad.
It means everything to me. It's the biggest honor I've ever had in the sport. My dad was a great guy. My dad gave everything to harness racing all his life, and he would be as honored as you can imagine. I mean, this would be the ultimate in his career.
Thank you, Howard. Great day for you, special race in the memory of your dad. And Howard, of course, is a big PA Harness race fan. When I saw him at the Breeders' Crown races, the Meadowlands, he said, "Why wasn't your show on at the regular time today?" I said, "I didn't know that. How did you know?" He knows everything. He puts it on all the time. Thank you, Howard. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being you. And now Heather's got a big race. This is the Betsy Ross, and the ladies are in the forefront.
Yes, and it's not named for any of your relatives.
It's not?
No.
Not the little lady that knitted the flag? And no.
She's not related to you. I checked that out. All right, but it is a $150,000 race, and it is an invitational. Yes, number 6 is Ya Gonna Kiss Me or Not. Most support from the fans, and she's made the most money among these girls this year. Also, number 2, Andra Vett. I mean, she's a multiple Dan Patch Award winner, and she also won this race last year, so she's defending her title. Number 3 is Radar Contact, consistently a threat. She's already raced 15 times this year. She's racked up 5 wins and 8 seconds.
Jerseylicious away well for the lead. Radar Contact right to her inside with Andra Vett inside of those 2. Outside, You're Gonna Kiss Me or Not moving up towards the inside. Say It All BB defends pylon position as they round the first turn, and Jerseylicious has the early lead, but Radar Contact drives quickly up the challenge now. Andra Vett's a length back in third. You're Gonna Kiss Me or Not finds a good early seat fourth. 2 clear of Say It All BB at the quarter. Table Talk is back in line 6, and it's Bad Shark and for the ladies. Opening quarter 26 2/5, and Radar Contact now has the lead. Jerseylicious back to the pocket second. Andra Vett works from third under a good Tim Tetrick rein. You're Gonna Kiss Me or Not now floats first over in fourth. Say It All BB latches onto that cover as they round the turn. Table Talk takes up third over position. Bad Shark saves ground 7th for the ladies, 8 lengths away from leader Radar Contact, who's bracing for the bid of You're Gonna Kiss Me or Not. 55 for the half, 28 3 for the quarter. They race up the bank stretch. Hall of Famer John Campbell, and Radar Contact is up by 2. You're Gonna Kiss Me or Not grinding first over. Jerseylicious tightening down in the pocket now. Say It All BB's latched on the cover, 3 lengths away from the lead. Andra Vett has no place to go. Outside, Table Talks third up 6 3/4. Bad Shark at the inside, the trailer for the ladies. 3/4, 122-4 for Radar Contact, who has the lead. Jerseylicious is out for the drive. You're Gonna Kiss Me or Not is dropping back. Androvet saves ground. On the inside, Bad Shark into fourth. They straighten away for the stretch drive. Radar Contact turns first. Jersey Licious out for the drive. Androvet's free and driving up the inside. Radar Contact trying to stay on. Androvet's desperately lunging. Bad Shark free and driving late. They come down to the finish. Radar Contact wins the Betsy Ross.
By the time they were pacing up in front of the grandstand, Radar Contact had made the lead. You gonna kiss me or not? She didn't make a first up bid. Jersey Licious, she was really looking like a threat in the 2-hole. Then even coming down the stretch, we have Androvet, and she's coming up the inside. She's trying to pass Radar Contact, but Radar Contact, she shrugs off all of her foes. She ends up winning in 151-1. Androvet was second. Bad Shark took home the money for third. The winning trainer is Radar Contact, and that's Noel Daly, okay? But we caught up with the winning driver, John Campbell. Yes, to tell us about this big win.
Nice wire-to-wire trip for you, John.
Yeah, thanks. She's been racing good in the front, and when I had an opportunity to get back to the front of the quarter and get an uncontested second quarter, I thought she'd be tough to beat. She's raced against these top mares in years past and has never been able to beat them. And today, she's in the best form of her life, and she proved that she can go with the best mares.
Thank you, Johnny C. Congratulations on a big, gutsy win. Stick around with us when we come back. We're going to go up to Pocono, check out the action up there, and our Sharla McBride catches up with driver of the moment, Montrell Teague, driving horse of the moment, Wiggle It Jiggleit. Big stuff coming up. Don't go away.
They race to the 3/4 mile marker. Wiggle It Jiggleit leads the way.
It's showtime. It's all about the action, the odds, the wagers. It's all about who drives who. It's all you need to be part of the action. PA Harness Week, harness racing's fastest paced half hour. Saturdays 10:30 a.m. on Comcast Sportsnet Philadelphia. Online at HarnessWeek.com.
Hello there, you. Welcome back to PA Harness Week. She's Heather Vitale. I'm Steve Ross. And as promised, our Sharla McBride caught up with driver Montrell Teague, who is driving an undefeated pacer with a world-class great name, Wiggle It Jiggleit. His name, Montrell Teague.
All right, thanks, guys. We're talking about Wiggle It Jiggleit. 9 for 9 this year. Just raced in Indiana, and this horse just keeps getting better and better. How good is this horse?
We haven't figured it out yet, which is a good thing. He's been doing it so easy, and he hasn't been tested yet, which is good. But if he gets tested, I think he'll step up.
How much fun is it for you to drive a horse like this?
I look forward to it every week. Staying undefeated and just being very, very confident that he's going to do what he has to do and put him in the right positions is my job, and we've been doing it good so far.
Does this horse still surprise you every time you get on the track?
Every week I call Dad and I'm like, I don't know how good this horse is, because every week he does something different that just makes me think like he's unbelievable.
Well, we hope to see a lot more of Wiggle It Jiggleit and you as well.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for joining us. We'll send it back to you guys.
Thank you, Sharla, and thank you, Montrell. Best of luck in the future with this amazing pacing animal, okay? We go up to the Pocono, Saturday, race 9. It was a claiming handicap 30 down to 25. Number 1, Breeze Creek with Georgie Knapp was 3-2. Number 4, Major Marcus was 2-1 for Simon Says. Number 7, Sky McFly with Joe Pavey Jr. was 7-2. And Jim Bavilia's got the call.
Breeze Creek, the leader by about a length. Major Marcus with the good pocket seat here. First over, Militia Man within a length and a half of the lead. Chasing Breeze Creek, the earplugs just out on him. Then it's Sky McFly saving ground fourth. Second over, Big Game Hunter. Further back, Hopi's Dragon and the New Points Man. 3/4, 122 and 3. 28 even third panel. Breeze Creek setting solid fractions all the way here. The lead is just a length. Major Marcus still lurking. Inside, Sky McFly looking for room third. From far back trying to come up, Big Game Hunter. Top of the stretch, and now Breeze Creek dealing with Major Marcus, who comes up on the outside. Sky McFly getting a trip on the inside, but Major Marcus easily goes by Breeze Creek.
Major Marcus, is he nicknamed for Major Marcus Miller, perhaps? I don't know. Took him to the quarter in 26-4 before Breeze Creek got antsy and took over before the half. Major Marcus in the 2-hole. In the race for the wire, Major Marcus was strongest, winning it by nearly 2 in 150 and 3. Sky McFly outfinished the tiring Breeze Creek for the belly.
All right, now we have some pacers here, non-winners of $23,500 last 5 races. The first is $22,000. Number 3 is Scott Rocks, taking a step down in class. Number 5, Great Artist. He's up in class, but he's coming off a 12-length win. So yeah. And then there's number 1, Bacon on the Beach. Hit the 8-post last time out. He's gonna love the rail this time.
27-1, second panel. All that created by the huge move by Great Artist there. Now let's see if he can hold up. His lead is a length and a quarter, still under wraps. Pocket seat for Scott Rocks. Inside third is Kirby with Bacon on the Beach. Mosey Terror is idling up on the outside, but still a long way to go, about 4 away. Boxed in 5th, it's that time. Better Than You follows cover. Roger Mockham at the back, about 6.5 off the pace. 3/4, 122 and 3, 28 and 3 third panel. Not too bad there for Allard with Great Artist. See what he's got left in the tank now, leading by a length and a quarter. Scott Rocks still the major threat. Mosey Terror is stalled on the outside. Bacon on the Beach looking for room inside. Top of the stretch, Great Artist by a length. Scott Rocks now pulls off the cover on the outside, is trying to rally. It's Great Artist, Scott Rocks with momentum on the outside. Great Artist, Scott Rocks!
Great Artist had that incredible, gigantic 3-wide move coming in front of the stands, which actually works out for Scott Rocks because he sits in the 2-hole, lets Great Artist do all this work on the front. I thought Great Artist had it, won, but then you see George Napolitano Jr. doing that rocking chair move he does, like that, you know, and I'm like, oh, wow. He is going to get there, and Scott Rocks does it. In 150-1, gets her by a neck to win. Great Artist took second. Bacon on the Beach was third.
Is it bacon or bacon or bacon? What is it? Bacon, like strips of bacon? Bacon, like please, please, please?
It's
or,
like on the beach, like
bacon.
It's like summertime. Bacon on the beach,
I got it.
yeah.
I figured that, okay. Stay with us. When we come back, we're going up to Yonkers. Check out the Art Rooney Memorial Elims big 3-year-old pacing action. Coming up in your face, don't you dare go away.
On the final turn, and Soto going to get tested now by Son of a Sizzle.
Life. It all comes down to the things you do, the places you see, the people you meet. It's all of the beautiful things, the incredible things, and the spectacular things that makes us feel unexplainable things. Life is going on. All you have to do is choose to live it. Full of life. Mohegan Sun Pocono.
Welcome back to PA Harness Week. She's Heather. I'm Steve. You're you. And let's go up to Yonkers. The Art Rooney Memorial Elims. They're always a highly anticipated event. And this was no different this year. 40 dimes on the line. Number 2, Soto with Brett Miller with 6-5. Number 3, Son of a Sizzle, 7-2 with Brian Sears. 3 others in the field were 9-2. And with a call, here's the voice of Yonkers, John Hernan.
They're mixing it up here. RK Hanover and Soto shoulder to shoulder, and Soto on the outside is up to take the lead from RK Hanover. It's a gap of 2 to Betting Exchange, has been gathered back there by David Miller. Next and fourth is Son of a Sizzle, about 4.5 lengths from the lead. And in no hurry here at the opening quarter. The trailers are Cartoon Daddy and A Better Hat. 27-2 is that opening quarter as Soto takes terms here at 6-5. Soto by 2. Over RK Hanover, it's a similar margin back to Betting Exchange in third as they reach the top of the stretch. Son of a Sizzle is in fourth, spotting the pace setter 5.5 in the shadow of the half-mile pole. Cartoon Daddy and long shot A Better Hat is the trailer with 7 lengths to get to this leader, Soto. Soto and Brett Miller by just over length. The half was 56 seconds flat, but Bartlett in close attendance with the invader, RK Hanover. It's a gap of 2, then to Betting Exchange in third. Nothing yet from Son of a Sizzle as they pace past the 5/8. Then it's 2 lower back to Cartoon Daddy and A Better Hat starting to lose contact with the field. They head towards 3/4 and Soto has done all the heavy lifting here. It's Soto by 1.5 lengths on RK Hanover, and now a backside brush from Son of a Sizzle toward the inside Betting Exchange and Cartoon Daddy. They've checked in at 3/4 and 1:24-1, 28-1 in that third quarter. On the final turn, and Soto going to get tested now by Son of a Sizzle toward the inside. RK Hanover and Betting Exchange launching a 3-wide bid, and going off stride was RK Hanover. RK Hanover off stride and out of it now. So Son of a Sizzle has emerged with the lead. On the outside, Betting Exchange. Soto, nothing more to give. It's Son of a Sizzle.
Soto cut the mile and tried to wire, but faltered and faded. Son of a Sizzle came first up and gussed out a win, beating number 4 Betting Exchange off of 9-2 with Dave Miller, and neck in 152-1. Number 5 Cartoon Daddy with Dan Dubé was 5 back in third.
Okay, I've got the second elimination now. Remember, the top 4 finishers from each elim make the final. And here, number 2 is In the Arsenal, huge favorite, and he made a huge statement last year as a 2-year-old. Second start of 2015, and he won his first one. Okay, and then there's number 1, National Sealster. Second choice, he never races a 2-year-old, but he has not missed the board so far in 6 starts this season. The rest are double-digit bombers.
Sears and In the Arsenal takes charge and leads it by a length and a half. Under encouragement here is Rock and Roll World, and Dubay trying to get him motivated here into the early action. Third toward the inside is National Sealster, a 2.5 length separation to Bet You. Then it's a length and a half back to Roland Ring of Fire. The trailers are Penji Hanover and Western Pioneer, as Rock and Roll World muscles to the top and takes over the lead from In the Arsenal. Opening quarter mile came up 28 seconds flat. It's 3 lengths back to National Sealster, and Dave Miller still patient with that one in third. Bet You is fourth, and now Sears out of the pocket wants the lead back with In the Arsenal. In the Arsenal fires up to reclaim that lead as they proceed to the half mile. Rock and Roll World goes back to second. National Sealster still remains in third at the half mile pole. Then it's Bet You fourth. Roland Ring of Fire fifth, and 6.5 lengths away. The trailers are long shots Penji Hanover and Western Pioneer, the half mile ordinary, 57-2. 29-2 second quarter, and In the Arsenal controlling it here at 1-5, leads it by 2 over Rock and Roll World. In third is National Sealster with no advance to this point. Fourth toward the inside is Bet You. Then moving to the outside is Roland Ring of Fire, and Tyler Buda looks to get that one well placed for the stretch drive. Third over is Penji Hanover and Western Pioneer. They take close order behind the big favorite. 3/4 in 1:26 flat. Final turn. In the Arsenal by a length and a half from Rock and Roll World. National Sealster has stalled in third. Toward the inside, Bet You's in fourth. Off stride from the back was Penji Hanover. They're into the stretch. Penji Hanover made a break. In the Arsenal. At the inside is Rock and Roll World. Still plugging away is National Sealster in the deep stretch. In the Arsenal. Rock and Roll World. In the Arsenal. Rock and Roll World. In the Arsenal.
In the Arsenal had a comfy, cozy lead by the time they got by the half. He never let go of it, but it wasn't so comfy, cozy. It was like uncomfortably close.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. By the time they hit the finish line, he wins by a head in 1:53.1. Brian Sears in the bike. Rock and Roll World took second. This poor guy has finished second all year long. Okay, so he's gonna get there. I got faith in you. And finishing third was National Sealster. Remember, those guys make the final tonight, which goes for $300,000 tonight at Yonkers. Also, the Lismore final goes for $118,000 tonight at Yonkers for 3-year-old pacing fillies. Speaking of 3-year-old pacing fillies,
Horse of the Year was in action, right?
That's right. JK She's a Lady was in action at Tioga. And guess what? She won her debut of the season. She's now 13 for 13 in her career. So she's going to be fantastic again this year.
So 13 wasn't unlucky for her,
That's right.
Also, the new Graduate Series took place at Tioga, and Doo-Wop Hanover went the fastest mile in the history of Tioga, 1:47.4, winning for John Campbell for Steve Elliott. And the other one, Rock-Eyed Optimist, 4-5, Chalk, won in 1:48.1, and Shake It Carry came back on the winning note. All good stuff, okay? On Monday here at Harrah's Philly, I want to remind you, Georgie Knapp won 8. I don't even have 8 fingers on one hand to hold up. 8 races Monday here at Harrah's Philly. And finally, want to say hi to Gordon, who I saw at, I met him, and he's a big fan of Bahawi poker player. So hi, Gordon from Mount Laurel. And that's going to do it for this edition of PA Harness Week. For all of us here, Bruce Casella, Sharla McBride, my boo, Heather Vitale. I'm Steve Ross, reminding you to pick up the pace just a taste and get yourself high on harness.
It's only natural.